Hi, this is Bad Influence. Our main review this week is Prince of Persia on the SNES.
And I'll be meeting Igor, a robot who taught himself to walk. Down, Igor. Sit.
And Z reports from the biggest computer games show in the universe. At least, he will if we can tear him away from that monitor.
This is fun, but it's not video power. And we have a half-hour video power. But first, check this out. A pinball game. The kind that you can play for a dime. Remember that? It's got the lights and the action, but that was then. This is now. This right here is Pinball Quest for your NES. Let's give it a video power review. You get 3 choices of pinball games. In Pop Pop, you've got to knock out 10 pins like in bowling. Then you've got to sink 4 balls like you're playing pool. Then there's Viva Golf. Get after the gophers before they ruin the whole course. The 3rd level is Circus. You've got to rack up lots of points to get bonuses so you can play a video level with circus animals, trainers, clowns, and stuff, you know. Then there's the action-adventure game called Pinball Quest. It's got 6 levels in all. Your weapons are silver pinballs. Use them to score points and collect gold. The more gold you collect, the more things you can buy. You need to buy extra stoppers and flippers to get through the castle. Great game. But now it's time for the Video Power Edge. This is Game Player's magazine tip for Super Glove Ball for the Power Glove. This is a fast-moving game, so we'll switch to slow motion, okay? When you catch an energy ball, move it as forward into the game room as you can. You do that by jamming your Power Glove right towards the television, like this. Now, watch what happens on the right wall. By hitting a question mark, you earn a row wiper. With the row wiper, you can clean out an entire row of blocks just by hitting one of them. Now that's the edge. The Video Power. Now it's time for the next thrill-a-minute episode of the Power Team. The Treasure of Bangladar. Hold on, get my refreshment. All right, guys, this is where Mr. Big and his crew try to steal a secret treasure map. Let's roll.
Video Power will be right back.
In Bally's high-speed action-adventure game Doctor Who, the time expander makes its debut. On the first level, it is even with the playfield. As it rises to the 2nd level, it exposes the control buttons. But beware, the Daleks are massing at the 3rd level, ready to lead Doctor Who to his extermination. Doctor Who is the first pinball machine that allows players to customize the playfield to fit their strengths. For example, selecting Dr. 7 makes it easier to get into multi-ball. Selecting Dr. 5 increases the jet bumper score. The game also features a brand new opto flipper switch, computer-style electrical line cord sets, and soft kick coils that will please both players and operators.
And now back to the Power Team.
This is Doug Simmons for KMIL News. We're at Milberg Airport today, awaiting the arrival of Prince Ramar of Bangladar. It's rumored Prince Ramar has a newly discovered map that may lead him to the fabulous lost treasure hidden in the ancient tomb of King Tutankhamun. As you all know, the ancient tomb of King Tutankhamun is on display at the Milberg Museum of Ancient History.
Majesty, I wish you would allow me to store the treasure map in a safer place until we can search the tomb.
With you as my guard, Faisal, where could the map be safer than around my own neck?
That gold medallion around his neck reminds me of the cross of Sindarin.
Of course, the cross was much larger and...
Oh, man, Kuros, I know all about the Cross of Sindarin, the Book of Sindarin, the Ring of Sindarin, the Gauntlet of Sindarin. Man, I know more about Sindarin than I ever wanted to know.
This from one whose greatest treasure is a pair of smelly tennis shoes.
They're not tennis shoes, and they're not smelly.
I've known dead dragons that smelled better.
Okay. So next time we fight Mr. Big, we won't need superpowers to beat him. We'll just have Tyrone take off his shoes.
Something else smells around here. Look, it's...
Spike! He's after the prince and the treasure.
You've got to get to the airport, Power Team, and fast.
I can do fast.
You guys know the plan. My contacts tell me the treasure map is in that medallion around the prince's neck. Spike, you grab it, and I'll pick you up, drop you off by the blimp, and lead the cops away from you.
Right, Mr. Big.
Joe, once I drop Spike off, you hyperdrive the blimp out to the country, ditch it, and then you guys meet me back at the garage with the map. Got it?
Go on, Mr. Big.
The plan, you ninny, the plan!
I thought you had the plan, boss.
Just fly Spike away in the blimp, okay?
Sure, Mr. Big. Hey, that's the plan, right?
Why me? Why? Oh.
You've got to stop Mr. Big's gang from getting their hands on the prince.
Well, it's a Big 10 for time. We'll be at the airport in about...
an hour or two.
Oh, you've done as much mud race and hill climbing and car crushing as I have. A traffic jam is mad as small potatoes.
Mr. Mayor, it is a pleasure for me to visit your city.
Young Majesty, I think it would be best if we leave the airport quickly.
Faisal, the good people of Milburg have come to greet me. A wise shepherd must learn to spend time with his flock.
As you command, Royal Prince. I just hope there are no wolves in the flock.
Thank you. So nice of you to come.
Spike, give me 5 seconds, then make you move.
Right, Mr. Big.
I'm so glad to be here.
Not as glad as we are to have you here.
What a nice thing to say.
Why, that's because I'm such a nice guy. Free money for everyone! Time for me to warp out of here with that treasure map.
The infidel has attacked the prince!
Don't worry about me. He stole the treasure map.
Did you get the map? Good. Put it back inside.
Uh-oh, we got company. Cops and the power team.
Nobody's getting this map and the treasure but me.
Johnny, the perpetrator has pilfered the prince's prized possession.
What? Mr. Big made off with the medallion.
We have to stop that creep before he creates an international incident.
Let's see him follow this.
Oil slick. Too late to avoid it.
Power bounce, Bigfoot. Bumper blast, Bigfoot.
We can't even hit the pause button.
No way I'm letting that limo whoop me.
Wait! How do we know what's waiting for us in that blimp?
We don't, but we're gonna find out.
The Power Team will be right back after these messages.
Hello, darlings. Yes, it's me, the titillating temptress in the flesh, and not much else, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. And tonight, I have an especially terrifying tale from those monster hitmakers at Bally. It stars my favorite actress of all time, me. And it's destined to become a true cult classic forever. Or at least until you croak, whichever comes first. But I can see you're ready for some action, so get ready to get scared stiff. So, darling, how scared are you now? Let's sneak a peek at my favorite tool and find out.
Elvira's favorite tool is the Stiffometer! Look at this thing. 10 levels of stiffness. It's madness!
Well, darling, if scared stiff doesn't send chills right up your spine, you better check your pulse, because you're dead. I mean, you got your terror from the crate. You got your giant spinning spider, you got your big bony beast, and the biggest features of all, yours truly. Oh, when people get an eye full of Bally scared stiff, they're gonna be dying to play. So have a ball. After all, darling, it's on me. Unpleasant dreams.
And now back to the Power Team.
Boy, it sure is dark in here.
All right, Power Team. Let's move out and retrieve that missing medallion.
You don't have to look too far. All you gotta do is come and get it.
This is the first a blimp inside a blimp.
This Power Team is beginning to get on my nerves.
They've got the high ground. We'll have to knock out the limo's lead. This calls for simultaneous action.
Sorry, Mr. Big, but someone's gotta fly this thing.
Say goodbye, Max Corp. It's game over time.
Boy, Max! I'll teach you to try and stop my buddy!
Hold still, will ya?
Yo, Mr. Big, what's happening?
I'm trying to get back inside what can look like.
You'll need both hands free to do that. I'll just take this. Dude, you work too hard. You gotta learn how to play some. Here, catch.
Whatever you say, Mr. Big.
I can't stand it.
See you later, Spike.
Shoot to know how slick as me, will you?
My day. This really isn't my day.
I cannot thank you enough, Power Team.
We're just glad we could help, Prince.
And now I'm going into the museum for a private showing of the mummy exhibit.
Maybe we ought to accompany him, just to make sure everything's all right.
My prince told you, this is a private showing. Your presence is not needed.
Mr. Burke, I cannot wait to see the exhibit.
Our museum is honored by your presence.
Boy, that's gratitude for you.
And that bodyguard dude just didn't like us showing him up.
Everything's set. The museum is closed to the public. Only the prince is inside.
And the back door just happens to be open thanks to our friend.
Oh man, I left my basketball at the museum. Come on, Bigfoot, get me back there fast before someone takes it.
You know I can do fast, Harold. Time to take some shortcuts.
This is the finest exhibit of its kind in the world, Prince Ramar.
Yes, it is very impressive, Mr. Burke. It's hard to believe these mummies have survived for thousands of years.
And if you want to survive to your next birthday, you'll hand over the medallion.
Now, let's try this again.
Well, look who's here.
No time to waste. The security system is probably calibrated to be detonated when the gyroscopic balance within the retaining vessel is... That'll work.
They've stolen the medallion again. It contains the map that leads to my country's lost treasure hidden in this exhibit.
We'll get it back, but we must hide you so you're not in danger.
And I know just the thing to hide him in.
That treasure's gotta be in here somewhere.
Why don't you just read the map, boss?
I've been trying to read it, bonehead.
I'm telling you, boss, it's down on the next level.
It's this way.
No, boss. You got the map upside down.
The north is always at the top.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! You guys are driving me nuts. I say we go in this direction. What's this?
The end for you, Mr. Pig.
Hand over the map.
This game's still in progress.
Okay, step back, boys. I was made for the maze. You want to watch out for falling blocks and mazes. And holes look everywhere. I just love moving to a new level.
Like I said before, I'll take the map now.
I don't think so. Mr. Big tells me these cigar grenades can have a most devastating effect.
Wait. You? But you run the museum.
Unfortunately, the job doesn't pay a great deal of money. With my cut from the treasure, I'll be rich.
You have shamed yourself. You have helped these men try to steal the treasure of Tutankhamun.
It's the mummy of King Tutankhamun!
I place my curse on you all.
Nothing's worth the curse of the mummy!
May your tents be warmed by the breath of 1,000 camels.
I'm with you.
Nice going, Prince. We could use you on the power team.
I'm afraid our people need him more. And I'm also afraid I was wrong about needing your help. Don't worry. We'll help you look for the treasure.
Well, actually, I wondered if you would show Hasim and myself, how do you say, some of your moves?
Sure thing, Faisal. And as Johnny Arcade would say, there'll be no charge.
Video Power will be right back. From the very first glimpse, it's obvious this game is like no other. A study of symmetry, form, and function. Circus Voltaire makes an awesome presentation in any location. From the bold display of colors to the ingenious mechanics, every inch of this game is a challenge. Circus Voltaire is a powerful surge of electrifying sensations. This game features an innovative one-piece backglass design for ease, simplicity, and a more striking display. In a brilliant move, the Darkmation panel's line of sight has been lowered to the playfield for better integration with gameplay. The circus arena itself is lighted from above by this flowing current of authentic neon energy. There are cannons, contraptions, mystifying magic, and 6 different multi-ball modes. Presiding over this pandemonium is the daunting and mischievous Ringmaster.
I am the Ringmaster.
He is relentless as he taunts the player again and again.
I will never back down.
Circus Voltaire is simple, yet challenging. And as always, our pinball games are created to appeal to the widest audience possible. Successfully complete these 8 marvels of skill and defeat the Ringmaster to join the circus and become a Voltaire performer. Now, this next level of action is where the skilled player excels. 5 challenging tests of dexterity and timing are the only thing that keeps the player from unmasking the true identity of the Ringmaster. The action is fast, the shots are smooth, and there are so many wonders to experience at the circus. There is nothing anywhere like Circus Voltaire.
And now back to Video Power.
Alrighty, way to be, Power Team. Legendary action. Okay, now it's terribly tricky turtle time. Try getting that out 3 times in a row. Well, here's a tip from Game Players Magazine. It's for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the NES. It's time for another tip. Another Video Power egg. Let's look around level 3 first. To finish this level, you must seek and destroy all enemy tanks. The trick is to use your bullets and save your missiles, but don't waste your ammo either. Always wait a few seconds between shots. When you do use a missile, let it clear a path for you, and then follow it up, and you'll be able to cruise right through this level. Now it's on to level 4. You've got to get all the energy you can for manhole number 16 before you battle the boss. In this screen, you've got to use scrolls, boomerangs, and whatever else you can to smash this laser soldier. Remember, scrolls are the best, but Donatello's staff works okay too. When you're in the sewers, jumping is the key, but don't jump too high or you'll head right to the river. The best bet is to lightly tap a button, or better yet, use a controller with a rapid fire setting. Okay, that should give you the edge, the video power edge.
Now, I have a really excellent preview for you. When someone mentions bad dream to you, who do you think of? Who has the face that launched 1,000 nightmares? Freddy, that's who! And now he's back, but this time he's on the NES. Just like on the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, Freddy is ready to give you the fright of your life. The object of the game is to search through the buildings on Elm Street, look for Freddy's bones, collect them, and burn them in the high school furnace. There's a great effect that happens when your player falls asleep. You become a dream warrior and get stronger powers to battle the most feared horror legend of all time, Freddy Krueger.
Well, that's all for today. But tomorrow, we'll take a look at a version of Double Dragon for Game Boy. More edge tips, more power team, more video power. Game over.